everybody, welcome to a brand new movie review. This one is for the Bikeriders. Now, to say I've been looking forward to the Bikeriders would be a major understatement. Now, the director here, Jeff Nichols, is a particular favorite of mine, with this being his first movie since 2016, with his two films of that year being Midnight Special, I love that film, and Loving. The wait for this one seems extra long, with originally slated for a 2023 release date through Searchlight, only for them to eventually sell the film to Focus Feature, who've decided to position it as a unique piece of summer content programming. Now, this might have been a smart choice, given the starry cast here, which is arguably even more prominent now than it was 6 months ago, led by a strong three performance here by Jodiecomer, Austin Butler, and Tom Hardy. Many will compare this to Goodfellas, but the movie definitely giving a strong vibe in that direction as it starts, but eventually it settles into a more alleged tale, while some automatically associated biker gangs with crime. The film goes to pains to show that this was not always the case, with the pivot towards organized crime being something that simply crept up on the gangs found. And Tom Hardy's Johnny is the gang's mastermind here. Now, he holds down a job but exposes a family here, and this is just the right way you're having to bring together like-minded biker enthusiasts. In the 60s, this was a culture that was looked down upon by the mainstream as thuggish, but Johnny, who openly models himself on Marlon Brandon, doing the wild one, is no thought. The film is based on a volume of photography, also called The Bikeriders, by Danny Lyon, who's played here in the film by Mike Fice of West Side Story. While his work with the clubs is dramatized, the gang depicted here, the Vandals MC, is fictional. They serve as a vehicle to see how bike subculture was somewhat co-opted by more violent gangs in the post-Vietnam era, with Johnny responds to any challenge with fists or knives, being an old-fashioned in a world where any such challenge would soon be met with gunfire. Yet Hardy's Johnny isn't really the lead here. The movie is kind of a toll to the eyes of Jodiecomer's Kathy, an ordinary girl out of Chicago who, after an advertise fell into the mayhem circus Vandals clubhouse, finds herself unfascinated by Austin Butler's too cool for school. And while she's definitely the protagonist in that she has the most screen time, Kathy is less of a full-fledged character than she has her entry into this mail, which is actually kind of an unexpected way for director Nichols to tell this tale. The heart of the story is the relationship between Benny and Johnny, with Kathy playing tug of war with Johnny over her husband. Both seem totally infatuated with him, but part of his appeal as how Alfie is with him, and unwilling and unable to really commit to either. Kathy wants him as a husband, which is only semi-interesting, even though he loves her, while Johnny wants him to be his right-hand man, which again, Benny doesn't want or need to be. Austin Butler certainly seems like a major star waiting to happen with him. Impossible to take your eyes off him. as he totally commands the screen every time he pops up. And by comparisons, jodiecomer's well is a touch boring, but I think this is actually by design from Nickers. But she vanished into an adapting kind of an Illinois style, and it although that might turn off some viewers. She kind of talks like this throughout the movie with this particular accent.
Not to be different, but to be, I don't know, like he's wild.
Which takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's definitely an interesting approach and does feel authentic to the milieu. Now, director Jeff Nichols also was made a pretty lean movie with just running under 2 hours. This is a rare film that I almost hope there's a longer version out there, as I found some of the side characters really interesting and worth further development. Standouts to me includes Michael Shannon, as particularly a wild member who remembers being turned away from the draft board as an undesirable, while Norman Reedus shows up sporting terrifying set of tea as a ferocious look, but surprisingly a favor biker who joins the crew. In effect, the film is an impressionistic take on a very short-lived chapter in Americana, with the counterculture bike gangs of the 50s and 60s ultimately co-opted into organized crime. Gangs on itself is now seen as a sinister, even if initially that wasn't the intention. It was a way from marginalized people to band together. And the Bikeriders serves as an argyle for that lost time, and it's truly engaging. The film from start to finish. I really enjoy this film. I really like this film a lot. It's a really great film, and this is a really strong recommendation for me. And I can't wait to see this film again and just like settling back into the story that I really like and the performances. It just, if you like drama movies about games, and also if you like the cast is really, really great here. It's just excellent cast. And also if you like bikes and all of that, you're really going to enjoy this film a lot. So that's my review for the Bikeriders. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.